Well, hello, Transparent Church and friends. This is Pastor James with the word of the day. Today, I want to spotlight Genesis chapter 29, verses 27 and 28 from the New Living Translation, where we find these words. But wait until the bridal week is over. Then we'll give you Rachel too, provided you promise to work another 7 years for me. Verse 28. So Jacob agreed to work 7 more years. A week after Jacob had married Leah, Laban gave him Rachel too. Well, good morning. And as we get ready to start the weekend, I want to share, we've been talking about love this week in relationships, from talking about loving like Jesus to loving in our conversations to loving with us, forgiving, and just understanding how love is important. Today, I want to talk about love in action, though, as a theme. If you haven't read this passage before, I bring you into where Jacob marries the love of his life, Rachel. And it wasn't an easy task. He actually rather had love in action because her father, Laban, made him work 7 years to get her. And the Bible says about it, Jacob was so in love with Rachel that his love moved to action, that even though it was 7 years, it felt like only a few days. That's the kind of love he had, because love made him work for what he wanted. Question for us today: are you willing to love and to work for what you want in the form of the relationships that are healthy that God has for you? Now, the problem in the passage was this: because there was a custom that no one told Jacob about. Rachel was the younger daughter, Leah was the older. And he tricked him until he ended up having to work 7 more years for Rachel, and he got a bonus that he didn't want in Leah. As a result of that, I want you to see just the amount of love that Jacob had for Rachel. What are you saying, Pastor James? I'm saying that love is not just an attitude, but it's filled with action. Because Jacob loved Rachel, he was willing to work not just 7, but 14 years for what he wanted and who he wanted. Love will make you move. Love will cause you to have action. How do I know this? It was not just with Jacob and Rachel, but all of us who are believers are here today and have the ability to love because someone loved us, and it was Jesus. The Bible would say it like this, you know it, whether you know it or not. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Jesus shares it best. Love is an action word. So don't just talk about it this weekend and this day. Go and show love in action. And I pray you have a great day and a great weekend. And Lord willing, we'll see you again next time.